It's going to be a 2-part special in this one, so I'm going to label them as such.
How's coaching a non-brawl team? I like coaching dive. It's just I don't think it's anything to do with the comps that we're playing. It's just a different team to coach. I think that's all.
All right, that should all be done. Are we updated? Predictions updated. I'll do the title as well. But yeah, this is a big one. Yeah, named in part 1 and part 2 and uploading Tubi, so I reckon you can figure it out. I've got faith. Oh yeah, when publishing, call it part 1 and part 2 as well. It'll be a bit scuffed, but we can make it work. Overwatch Esports is cooking Inter? No way the Overwatch Esports account is getting involved in the Champions League.
That's actually a rare moment for them.
Let's see, what's the post? So, third win of the stage for Sakura. Yeah, confirm the 3-1. Stacks here. Is Stacks on Nightmare now? Guess we're going to start. Sorry, Flack, mate. It's, well, he just says loves Nightmare. How many works for him? Or is he just like, is he trying to stand his way into a job? He says, nobody was watching, mate. The Champions League final was on. Overwatch Esports replies, mate, the score was literally 5-0. Who was watching after 2A's first goal? It's actually a good reply from Overwatch Esports. Let's put Sakura in 4th, actually. 2-2 record. Who've they got left? SSG and Team Liquid? Ah, okay. So a tough finish for Sakura, actually. Do I play FM24? I play FM. Which version? 2023 I'm still on. I don't buy every version of FM. I just buy it every few years. You got so many points. It's rare, Z. The support big point haul is rare. You should be happy with that. Miss Peps versus TU. Can I get a summary? Yeah, I mean there were moments where TU needed to clutch it, but it was also a 3-0. So
no such thing as a close play. That's what they always say.
There was a close round, because obviously it was a 2-0 on boost down as well. So as much as there was a close downtown, I think in theory, you can probably tell me if I'm right or wrong, but Sanctuary probably felt like actually would have been the best stage out of it, or best sub stage for you out of the 3.
Yeah, why not, mate? Why not?
Alright. An unconvincing yes from Chris on that one. And then Circuit Royale, you won with like 3 minutes in the bank. So that one, not actually that close, I think. And then New Junk City, you did have to reverse sweep, to be fair, but
yeah, I mean, we did have to nullify that one objectively, but
what's up with the new Nightmare level up so hardness stage? I think, well, when a new hero comes out, it always equalizes the power levels a little bit. I think Chronic's obviously looking really strong on it. I think, as well, Painkiller gets to play a lot of the hazard Is Orisa very good as well? And if you had to pick which two tanks are most present in the meta, it probably is Hazard and Orisa. Maybe a bit more Diva in EMEA and in other regions. Maybe a bit more Ram if you watch any Twisted Minds game. But for the most part, I think Hazard and Orisa are actually probably the two strongest tanks. So it lines up really nicely for Painkiller. Rocket gets to play a lot of Tracer, always good for him. Product looks great on the new hero. So everything's just lined up quite nicely for him in the meta. But yeah, credit to them. The teams come together really quickly. Man, looks good for it. What's up with Team Liquid's Zero Permarin? They've both been playing. I think Knife is really the player they lean on for the Sombra more often. Or Sin if they ever do it. I don't know if we got confirmation of the rosters there while I was reading chat, but... Does SSG have a coach? For now, yeah. For now. The answer might change in the next 24 hours, but for now, it's looking okay.
Psycho wants to join. I say we let him in.
Yeah? Help in general,
But
mate. I can drag you.
If you want, I'll tell him to fuck off, you know?
Get him in. Where is he? Alright, the game is starting though. I'll cast and then I can have... I'll have my... Are you desking it, basically?
Yeah, if you cast it, we'll just sit inside.
Yeah, just... it's, we're rewriting the setup here. We're going to have one caster and 2 desk guys. So, starting off on Ilios, I've broken the clean feed immediately, which is good news for anyone who likes the audio of Overwatch but doesn't like the imagery. Alright, Ball from Team Liquid, Hazard for GeeKay, so maybe no surprises there, leaning into their strengths for both teams. Gonna be an early slam from Infected, doesn't find all that much, trying to pressure out the Lucio. Good thing for GeeKay's comp here is they can force the point a little bit more. The onus is really on Team Liquid to make some moves happen, but they're falling apart. Tree gets taken down, Vega gets taken down. It's a quick reset here for Team Liquid. Infected still rolling through, can regroup and get out. Are they the wrong side? I think they might be behind here actually, so they're going to keep that position behind all the way back for the Mega. Kufa's trying to chase it. No, they're not behind actually, they're the wrong side. I'm the one who's the wrong way around. Lethal's got really close to this EMP in the first fight already, 30% away. Now be the first ult online. Zera now trying to put pressure onto Ramon, just try and open up a little bit of space for this retake. Vega, we see Team Liquid doing this quite a lot, where in this version of the comp, Vega is very much glued to Zera in a lot of these situations, trying to overwhelm that side fight. So Ramon has to be careful. Zera's just going to go over his head right now to get on the back line. All over Admiral, who's taking evasive maneuvers. Not evasive enough, though. Gets sent flying off the map from Infected. An opening pick. Lethal's been forced to TP as well, but Lethal is only 16% away from this EMP if they can solve a point. Ramon gets the first touch here. A little bit low, but he does have full pocket from UV. They just need this EMP to come online and keep the point contested in the meanwhile. Kufa can touch for a long time here. Difficult for Team Liquid to clear the point. More pressure onto Kufa, but now 5% only for the EMP. Pulse Bomb is a miss from Ramon, but the EMP timing could be brutal. They lose Ramon actually, but it's an even trade. 4v4, still in control of point, and Lethal has this EMP. EMP, but the virus is a miss. Gets round the corner here. 4-person EMP, no kills just yet. More pressure onto the backline. Kufa does find Vega eventually, forcing it in, and I think they're good to hold for point here. Infected's going to come roll through. He's got the mines on the backline here. Kufa needs to back out of that. Uses the block to clear him. Infected dies. Kitsune rush from RuPaul. They're throwing everything into this disaster. The Suzu's good from UV, and Kufa can live. They don't give the flip. They clean everything up. And Team Liquid have burnt a lot of ults to lose a fight here. Look at GeeKay's ult bank. Double support ult and a downpour. And it's looking super comfortable for them. There's to lose at this point. Vega still doesn't have his beat. A hack on Coast. A downpour as well. Infected just about gets onto the high ground. He lives, but only for a second. They need someone else to get the touch. Zera blinks for it, but has to instantly recall. Can they even get another touch here? And there's a wall in the way causing problems. And no, 100 OGK.
Hello, Psycho, mate.
Oh, hello, guys.
Hello, mate. Mate, okay, I swear, between you and me, I swear Bo is actually a full-on Kappa hero.
Ready for battle.
You need, you need the skill on
You
it,
need
I
dong
feel
hack.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might
hack.
be more of a pilot issue than a plane issue.
You're right. You're right. It's not the plane, it's the pilot.
Yeah, I think so.
But TL are so ball-pilled perma, right? Like, they actually are super fucking...
These teams need to stop picking Ilios. Chris.
I did. I took a full-time gambit today, mate.
You're right, you're right.
All right, Ruins up, more ball from Team Liquid, but one of the problems that they suffered on, well, was the controller for point. They could never flip it. GeeKay could always stall it out with Kufa anchoring it. And it's going to be the same problem here on Ruins for them. They need to find more ways to harass, force cooldowns out of this backline and punish them. Lethal's forced into an early TP. Kufa's controlling the left-hand side. The ball is behind, and Tree finds a good initial kill onto Ramon. Now, trying to set it up, but Lethal just wants to play counter dive here. Goes for the hack, does get the hack. I don't think they have the damage to kill Infected, though, so Infected gets out. Player advantage still for Team Liquid here. Tree on this high ground, looking for more opportunities. Full rail off of Kufa, looking for one of these squishy targets. Sees UV. UV is at like a death range here. Now the back distraction comes through from Infected. Bit of space. Wall forces Tree back for now as Kufa tries to keep his angles contained. Rupal's awfully low. Lethal TP's out and will live. No one's got the flip yet as they try and force it a little bit. Kufa's on the back foot, Boot behind here. Infected with more pressure, but a TP and a Suzu from UV. But UV's in big trouble now. The wall to try and buy time. TP away from UV. Infected is actually the one who's 1 HP, but Team Liquid, they seal the flip and he's got the kill. Infected gets out alive as well. 2-player advantage as trade onto Vega. Is it enough though? It is now. 3v3 all to play for. Infected's back in the fight. Full HP. Tree's going to slide away. Limited healing available. Oh, my stream's going to struggle a little bit. Frame by frame by frame by frame. Little bit of a boost. We're still in this 3v3. Remember, Team Liquid have control of a point as they try and force Ramon off the side here. Tree's been forced to DP by this virus. Hack onto the ball as well. Do they have the damage for it? Infected is stalling it out. Runs away. Gets away. 1 HP as well. They need someone to take over the touch. Is Zero available? I think so. They're still stalling it out. Playing for the flip. Infected is back in. Mine's on point as well on that Kitsune Rush. Infected dies for this one though, and the flip goes through for GeeKay. Only had to use the Kitsune Rush for that, so not the end of the world. 1-for-1 ult trade. They push forward, trying to find more kills out of this. Kufa's really keen to get this. Tree gives him the slip, though. Finds his way out of that one. Zero's going to be able to regroup with the team, and Team Liquid will be able to play retake. A lot of ults to do it with as well, as Kufa's going to reposition back to this left-hand side. And feels like Kufa's trying to take all the responsibility here to keep that Sojourn under pressure. But a difficult job here when he has the Lucio pocket and everything else. Zero's going to be forced back as Infected goes over the top. Now the EMP on the Sojourn, but the virus is a miss. Beat is good from Vega to keep him alive. Later beat from Admiral to swing the fight back in GeeKay's favour. Flooding forward, but Rupal's still got the Kitsune Rush and the overclock. One for Tree, it's good. Looking for more. UV on point. Tree can't find the shot there. Can't quite connect anything. Now a little dink. Oh, tiny bit of damage on UV actually. No more kills out of that as Tree goes to the high ground. Pulse Bomb good from Ramon, trades Vega. Kitsune Rush now on point to try and swing the cap. They've lost Kufa, and that's their main point anchor, so GeeKay are forced to take a step back here. Back and forth, Ruins so far. Late kill onto Ramon, denying that exit. Still Lethal on point. He'll take the ult charge he can before getting reset. Team Liquid back in control, and chance to hold and set up forward if they want as well. Infected's going to go above them here. Great opportunity to force some of these Kiri cooldowns out early, set something up for Zero and Tree waiting on the other side. They have to try and work to clear this ball. Kufa though, he's doing what he does so often, where he just sort of eventually flanks to get in on these points. Wall to try and clear Tree backwards as well. He's looking for it. He waited for the ball timing here. He has to go back though, forced all the way. Regroups with his team. Slowed down for now. Infected rolls through. TP has been used, but not for Suzu. UV's going to keep going left-hand side, bit of space, but Zero again harassing him, and GeeKay are getting very occupied on this walk-in. They're all alive for now, though, but the pressure continues. Infected and Zero lining up their next time, and it's Lethal who goes down first. They traded Rupu for that, though, so that's no main source of healing available for Team Liquid, but honestly, this ball comp doesn't need loads of it. They can keep harassing GeeKay on the walk-up here. Mines was dropped there on the point, but not too much. It's slowing him down. Infected and Zero find a timing onto UV, force him even further back. He's on the Mega, and Lethal actually comes back and gets the kill out of that. Admiral peels it while Kufa tries to force point, but Kufa needs also help. Pulse Bomb there comes in. Lethal still trades the ball. No tanks in play as they get back on point. Kitsune Rush from UV, and Team Liquid, they can just back it up if they want here. They'll give the flip, concede that one, but they get the ult out at least. And now we'll move over. Admiral coming up to the beat, but Lethal has this EMP already. Infected already wants to contest though. This fight isn't over yet, and Lethal dies with the EMP. No chance to reset. Kufa wasn't back in the fight. Tree gets another kill. They're going to flip it right back, but GeeKay, they have no choice but to fight this. They have to buy time. They need Admiral's beat. Ramon goes down, so it's Kufa who has to touch. Admiral has the beat. Half HP goes. Kufa gets the beat. Lethal was coming back with EMP. Eyes on that one. Team Liquid don't have the support ults just yet to counter it out. All eyes on Lethal Lethal coming back with his EMP. It needs to be something big. It needs to be convincing. But Team Liquid are too far back. It's just the ball. Hits the ball. Tracer on point. Wherever kills. Infected is low. Pulse bomb to make sure the job is done. They get 1 kill out of it, but now double support ult for Team Liquid. But they've got time. They can play for retake with the support ult advantage. They're pushing forward. They want a late kill if they can here, GeeKay, but there's nothing there. Kufa gets onto the high ground, and choices now for GeeKay. They can either try and force an ult early and kite, but it's quite difficult on this map. Otherwise, it might just be committing, play to trade, make it a messy scrap. Lethal is hiding close, looking for the Lucio. They don't want to let this beat go off. Virus is good. Suzu is there. Vega kills Lethal as well. They don't even need to use the support ults now. Team Liquid, they can flood forward, pocketing everyone through as they go, keeping everyone alive. Now they can use these support ults on point. Beat comes through as they try and hunt down his Lucio. No escape for Admiral there. Kufa has the downpour, but he's under so much pressure. Trying to live, trying to get out. Yuvi's in trouble as well. Kitsune rush and overclock on point. Team Liquid should have enough to get him over the line here. Tree can't find all that much, but can dodge the downpour. They can't get the touch. Tied up 1-1.
Told you, mate. Ball is the best tank in the game. You know, I've always said this. Always said you need a good pilot, but it's a good plane. You know.
You just need a bit of both.
Is NA? I heard. Did Hunter say is NA D Freya pilled? They think she's dead or what?
He was saying that, yeah.
To be honest, I think into Sombra Tracer playing different hit scan makes somewhat sense. Freya actually struggles into Sombra Tracer. But if there's no Sombra in the game, I think Freya is still best hit scan in the game.
Yeah, Cinnabar saying the same thing.
Because especially into Haz, Freya is so good. But I can see how it's hard with Sombra Tracer. Anyway, Commander X, you're up.
Thank you to my desk. The ball experts. Ball again from Infected. Exact same matchup here. This time Tree is going to play Freya, but in this map, lots of high ground to work around. If anything, the Tracer Sombra might have a bit of a harder time actually connecting onto the hit scan here. Tree can just keep playing this high ground. Early recall forced out of Zera here. He's actually in so much trouble. Kufa's just going to kill him here. Nice, easy opening pick. Wimona can turn his attention to the backline. Valkyrie Lucio are here, but he needs his hazard to help him with that. GeeKay instead, just going to take the first flip, clear everyone back, and Team Liquid are forced to reset. Nice and low already is Infected, so that's going to force him all the way out. Easy first fight off that Tracer pick as well. And now Kufa can move over to the other high ground. Again, it might be a situation where Kufa has to take more responsibility for his hit scan, but for now, the slam is converted off from Zera. He's going to try and play to trade. Wall onto the Freya, bit of damage, but no kill. And you can see Tree, he's just playing around these rooftops. Kufa can't really close the distance. He's flipped over to point. They've got control of it, and it's GeeKay who have to get the early reset. Kufa's going to try and get out here as well. Should be all right for it. Bit more healing the way of GeeKay as well. In general, the ball is going to be a bit more independent, so Yuvi should get his Kitsune rushes faster. Will be the case in this first fight too. Chance to use that one, maybe even just go to point. Admiral's come through the ball side, just gives Zera a little look and just runs by him. Point force coming through now from GeeKay. They have their Kitsune rush ready to go. Admiral's awfully low. Zera's harassing him. More pressure onto point as Infected comes through. Kitsune rush is dropped. RuPaul still needs 10%. Pulse bomb's wide from Wimone. Still puts more pressure onto the ball. Infected's going to try and keep juggling this touch, but GeeKay are good for the flip. Support ult nearly available for RuPaul as they want to come back onto this one now. Slam comes through. Mine's on point as well. They can disengage that, but there's a Kitsune rush as well. They're trying to hide. Admiral was hiding behind a tree. Zera can't find the kill. Kufa is hiding in a corner right now. Lethal just have the EMP, but he dies to mines as he clears the EMP. Was that an EMP Jax to mines? That's crazy. They're going to clean up everything off the back of that, and it's a very easy fight, and that's a big EMP gone. Was that an EMP Jax? It didn't feel like it hit anyone.
I think it was, mate.
Thank you, Desk.
Back
now,
you.
now it's BVB. Kufa has the downpour. Infected's going to go for an early slam. Same thing as Ruin's right. Can he force early cooldowns out of this backline? Admiral's going to beat really early, but Lethal didn't get it. Infected's found him again. Lethal having a mare in his fights now. Kufa's traded one on point. Infected can take over the touch for him as well. Vega's beat comes through. Can they find kills off this? The answer is yes, but only trades. Infected's going to keep stalling it out. Bit of just rolling into a wall here from him. Kufa's going to throw his wall off the side of the map, so both tanks looking a little bit tipsy right now as Infected continues to deny this touch from Kufa. Kufa's actually just going to die to this Freya as well. Infected buys enough time in the end. It's just Wimone left behind the point, but they should be good to clean that one up. And Team Liquid in a pretty good position. And it looks like Zera, they want to hunt this Tracer. Wimone is the wrong side of the map, so he's going to go deeper and deeper behind. Vega is on the hunt. But I think they've lost him, and Wimona's kept his position behind. Vega can see him at least. Is there a Kiriko Nair on him as well? Still trying to deal with this Wamon threat. Hat comes through onto Vega. Pressure, but Suzu is good for Vega. He's going to go back to the high ground now as he continues to hunt down this Tracer. Can't find him though, but Wamon has found him. Vega is just on the run as the mines are dropped on point. Infected and Tree have killed the backline though. No choice but to commit to the touch. They're all so low. No healing available for any of them. And Team Liquid going to close out this Ilios in the end. After a pretty unconvincing start, well, but turn it around.
Who picked Ilios? GeeKay picked it?
GeeKay would have been, yeah, higher seed,
really?
yeah.
Yeah, it has to be GeeKay that picked it. That is a hot take from Gultech. He must have, you know, listen, winning today, it's not for everyone. You know, only the best coaches can do it, so.
Chris, what do you think of my drafts recently?
Are you the draft king?
Yeah.
Oh mate, it looks okay.
Only
I think everyone.
okay?
The thing is now,
okay?
I think. Yeah, I mean for sure only okay. But the thing is now, I think you have everyone's respect. That's your problem. So I think you're gonna start like our game. We didn't ban any of your shit because we thought we could beat it. But I think now you're gonna have to start eating some Juno Kiri bans. You know.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Well, I'll be ready.
What maps
will
did
be ready.
Alcad beat you on yesterday?
They beat us on King's Row and New Junk.
New Junk?
Yeah.
Did you play double flex on those, or was it banned?
King's Row, Juno was banned, I think. And New Junk, they banned Tracer, I think.
Yeah. Astro says we didn't really lose New Junk. It was a fake loss. Oh, one of those fake losses.
Yeah, it's true. He's right.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was a fake loss.
Thank you, Mask, for the 7 months prime.
Chris, you know all about fake losses, no?
No, I only know real losses, mate.
Oh,
but
okay.
I know them well, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, actually true. I think when you 3-0'd us, that was a fucking hyper fake loss.
But that was a real win.
No, fake, mate, fake.
But maybe it makes sense, the ban. I think Gultech wanted this matchup. Because I feel like they should win it, to be honest. I feel like they have the advantage, like 60-40.
I feel Sombra is like one of those heroes where it's like, it's so popular, but it's so prone to it just becomes a blunder hero so fast. It's so easy to just get fucking picked perma, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot of recovery, like compared to like everything else you normally see in that type of position, like Tracer Genji. You get a lot of like get out of jail moments. Sombra, you really don't.
Yeah.
But
At
when
least
it works,
from VP,
it really works.
and I feel sometimes I swear JWoo for Sombra, it's just couldn't be a worse hero. Like he's just losing every fight because he just gets like decloaked and it's just so fucked, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you guys experienced that as well, no?
Yeah, against against fucking. I mean, that was it. I wasn't the finest Hollywood I've played.
Psycho, are you now the quick TM captain? Definitely not, mate. Definitely not.
Wait, who is the captain, mate?
One guess.
KSA. I saw him with the picture on Twitter with his little ram stick. I liked that.
Oh yeah. Chris, I know you hate to hear this, but KSA played out of his mind.
Why do I hate to hear that?
You know exactly why you hate to hear that.
I mean, KSA is laughing all the way to the bank with our losses, right? Like he's there's no way he's not preying on our downfall so badly.
Think less than you think. He's just happy to be home, you know?
Yeah. It was a long road, but he's home.
Does you or Yubi get finals on Hero Bands? Well, I'd say it scrims, it's me.
And then officials.
In officials, it's a bit of everyone.
You give it to the big dog.
Was it ever officially decided, or is it just like assumed responsibility?
It just happened, you know? Because
communism.
Some days UV just doesn't show up to scrims, so then I do the bans. And yeah, when he's there, then he just chips in. But UV's unironically so smart. Like if he were to transition to coach, he would genuinely do so good. And I know Chris hates to hear that as well.
I don't hate to hear it.
Yeah.
TM, I was saying to Chris earlier, it's actually a huge indictment of coaches everywhere TM success.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can do Preds. Yeah, it'll be a quick Preds vote. Alright, Circuit Royale. What are we feeling? GeeKay's choice, Kiriko ban. Sigma ban from Team Liquid.
I feel like GeeKay are like going straight to all the picks that Liquid maybe.
Okay.
For, you know?
Can we please talk about this Weaver shit? Chris, you played Weaver.
We started it, mate.
Why?
We started it.
Why?
It's good.
I swear it's so bad. I've never seen a Weaver team win.
Yeah, we were winning in scrims with it, mate. We were winning in scrims.
Yeah, that doesn't help if you lose in the official, mate.
Well, then we gave up on after the official. It's good. It has like synergy on this map. You only need it for first point. It's good with a Pharah, I think. I don't think it's necessarily good with a Cast Sombra, but I mean, GeeKay really cooking here, to be fair.
Cool. Right, Lethal's just hiding in a corner, a classic, and before they know it, Team Liquid are resetting spawn as well. It was an ambush. They weren't ready for it at all. The lamp doesn't really save anyone. It'll be a quick reset here for GeeKay. Nice little opening gambit hiding in the corners. And it's a pretty weird comp, right? The Sombra Hazard, Circuit Royale first, Bap Lifeweaver with it all as well, the Cass in all of this. All a little bit unexpected, and clearly Team Liquid weren't ready for it either. They're surprised on that first one. Zera's now going to walk up, probably a lot more cautiously now, make sure they check all the rooms, check all the sides. They've got eyes on Lethal and eyes on UV on the high ground. A very far forward committed position, actually, for UV, but I guess he can always get gripped out if he's in trouble. Pressure onto Lethal, though. The grip's been spent on him, so UV is now committed into his position. Stuck up there on the high ground, but Lethal has killed Zera after getting gripped back right now. So they're struggling. It's a high noon. Just a little bit of pressure. Doesn't really do anything with that high noon. The Orissa's stuck behind. Admiral and Lethal going to deal with that. And actually, at the moment, Team Liquid have no answer for this. They don't seem sure what side they want to deal with first, and they're just getting pulled apart. Zero was trying to focus down the cast, chase for kill. But they just all go in different directions right now. A bit confused from Liquid, who have got the Widow swap in spawn, looking for a late trade. No one's going to peek Zero, and he's going to swap back over as well. Window available.
Just a Weaver gap, mate.
Window available for UV. Infected nearly has the Terror Surge to go through this. Tree is onto the Sojourn as well now, so can maybe chase down a few more of these kills. Infected is walled off, though, and hacked, and body blocked by Kufa, so he just goes down. Disaster after disaster for Team Liquid. A trade, though, from Zero will go a long way. Zero is now fighting for Lifeweaver, gets the mini. Lifeweaver onto the pestle. Zero is on the ropes, but Sombra's going to come back to help Admiral.
Legit.
Wins for 1v1, what can you do? And they're going to have to wait for Lethal, but they're going to keep taking the fight. UV's actually dropped the window, but Orissa's going to walk right on through that. Could do with a grip out of this if they can. Perfect timing from Admiral. Terror Surge gets nothing. He's going to pocket up Kufa on the fight as well. EMP comes in and they walk forward. Wall one shot. Kufa's going to get the follow-up. And it's actually silky smooth from GeeKay so far. Everything just seems to be lining up perfectly for them. They'll get the late kill on Infected, and they are not leaving this first corner. And now they've got the tree, of course, as well.
Tree's broken, by the way. Let's be real. Let's keep it real.
That is true. It lasts for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
RuPaul's got the Ray to push forward. They're going to find and scout Ramon and force him back right now. Vega has the Captive Sun ready to go as well. Captive Sun to start it. Zero's going over the top as well. Where's that Captive Sun going? Onto it, but Lethal actually kills Zero with the high noon. The tree keeps him alive through all of it too. Everything's fine, but they do lose UV out of this far forward position. Even Trey's going to favour the attackers. RuPaul still has the Ray to push forward, but Team Liquid going to take an extra second, make sure they're up to 5 before they go. But Lethal gets another kill during this. They drop the Ray anyway. Kufa will be dying on point. No grip to get him out of this one. Admiral's going to play to his life here if he can. Lethal still peeking. They find Ramon, and they will be fully reset. And actually, Team Liquid foot on the pedal right now. They want to try and find some late kills if they can. Grip just for the damage prevention onto Lethal to keep him alive. But now Team Liquid, a Terror Surge Blade to finish it. Only a downpour from GeeKay. And the ult situation is looking very difficult now. Lethal's going to peek up aggressively. Could maybe even get to a high noon. Always a chance for a bit of petal high noon grip tech as well if they get up to that. Yuvi's nearly got the window, but an overclock already from Tree as Hal comes onto him. Tree is locked in a corner, actually. Downpour over the top. But I don't think it does land on him, but Tree's going to be fine. Lethal and Wimona found 2 kills. Wimona's in the back. Tree's still trying to deal with this. Can't find the Sombra. It gets out. Now the window on the high ground. Tree is 1 HP behind. There's a Sombra there as well, but Tree has lived. Wimona finishes the kill. Lamp gets thrown out as well. Now they tag team up onto this. Juno finished off. It's overtime as well. Vega rushes back to the .0 with a desperate blade into the air. Hats out. Focus down. Full hold for the Weaver comp.
Alright, any comments, Psycho, on the desk?
So, we said Ball was bad first map, then they won. Then we said Weaver was bad second map, and then they full held. So the desk is officially retarded.
You can't say that weird, but I agree, mate. I agree.
I mean, it's the first time the desk's been right all night.
That's a WW from the desk there, to be fair. You don't get this on the OWCS desk, I tell you that much, mate.
I'm gonna have to do some heavy editing to our audition tape.
Oh, sorry.
Reinforce will have another job for another year after this moment.
But genuinely, how do you think of a comp like that? Like, Sombra, Weaver, Bab? Like, what?
Hazard? It's
why
like,
Sombra?
It's really weird combination of everything.
Sombra. Huh.
They're gonna play on attack too. Surely that's one step too far. Surely they. Well, I mean, to be honest, we could pick any comp and they're probably gonna cap here. So.
I mean, it feels like on defense it works partly because they were all playing these like people on the left rooms, right rooms, like Admiral all the way far back to bail anyone out. And there's like all these different angles for them to try and clear on quite a narrow map. I don't really know how they get the same amount of space on the attack here. Like, how do they take over these sides without just being punished or run over by the Orisa?
Yeah, it looks like it was a really good setup from them on that first corner.
I mean, yeah, that's actually is kind of where they got most of their time in the end.
Yeah.
And then it was just like a messy trade fight to win it out. Alright, so yeah, exactly the same comp from GeeKay. Team Liquid instead going to play maybe a bit more classic, and Anna Juno in the back. Torb, Sojin in all of this. They're going to play this back corner as well. This is actually... I hate this decision from Team Liquid, actually. They play loads of teams doing this now, the back corner fight, but when you've been full held, I feel like you need like another option or something. Because there's going to be an ult turn for GeeKay or something that's going to be really hard to deal with. Team Liquid have given themselves no room for error now on this defense. Halfway up to a Terror Surge already at least. The rest of the team playing quite far back as Infected anchors for corner. Going to be hard for Ramon to get into a meaningful position here, I think. Trying to cloak through now, bit of space as Kufa goes out wide. Rupals knows he's there but can't find him right now. Kufa's taken that position, wall behind Infected to try and clear him. He has to get back in the room. Sleep goes out onto Kufa as well. Can they find the kill? Tree finds one. Nade is no good. Lethal's going to swing wide as well. He's going to get gripped back as well. Admiral senses the danger. Tree has to be careful here. Kufa's trying to force them into the line of sight. Lamp comes through from Kufa. He's just going to keep going deep as well. He's causing him a lot of problems, and he's still behind here, Kufa. I don't know if he can get the Mega right now. No, he's going to get focused down by Zera. Admiral is trying to swing wide. Fawn suppressing fire coming through, but not enough to get him out of that. And GeeKay also swapping onto the Genji now as well. So giving up on the Sombra. They'll get staggered out a little bit here, but they'll have both support ults coming back. But you have to say, Team Liquid's ults across the board look a little bit more powerful here. Wall behind Infected, but he can get out no problem. Interesting how GeeKay take this, because they can high noon, but Team Liquid have so many ults to throw at them as Lethal comes around the corner here. Kufa's going to try and take a bit of early space. Window or high noon could both open the doors here for GeeKay, but Team Liquid can always kite around this corner. Nade onto Kufa early on. Spin used by Infected might be the trigger for them to go with this high noon. There they go, swinging with the high noon. Onto the Petal as well, trying to get an angle onto Zera, but can't quite. Peeking around, they killed Zera. Zera was zoned by that high noon. Now pressure onto Infected. Nano onto Tree right now. He's not quite got the overclock. Tree to deal with that one. And Tree to deal with the Tree. Nano clock. Doesn't have the nano clock actually. The grip gets thrown in. They're still fighting around the Tree, but Kufa's still moving it forward. Oh, didn't have the grip for Kufa though. They're going to be forced off this tree. Ramon's still playing there, but he's now a very alone target as the overclock comes through. He's going to try and get out of all of this. Lamp up now from UV, but they are still getting contained. No tank for them. A lot of ults thrown in there by GeeKay, but some of the ult turns aren't really that scary on this version of the comp. Big one now is going to be this Ramon Blade. He dashes back onto point. He's getting very aggressive, but he can always get gripped back out. Nearly has the blade ready to go. Zero's going to have the Molten Core. Probably just going to use it defensively to try and make Ramon's blade as hard as possible. I think they will be going without grip when Ramon chooses to go with this. So more difficult for Ramon. Has to try and find a connect. Picard is getting very close. A wall behind Infected to force him back. Nade. And now Ramon pulls for trigger. Half HP already. Deflect is good. Lamp in aggressively to help Ramon get that kill. He's pulled out of the come as well. They've reset, but Kufa has died. Infected continues to anchor the point, and all of a sudden, 45 seconds, and the fuller hold looks very possible for Infected, but the High Noon onto the high ground, Tree in trouble. Ramon chases that one down. Terror Surge available for Infected. They can nade with this, but Ramon is jumping behind as well. Pulled in on the Terror Surge.
Oh my god!
Oh, he did it. He got it.
Counters it.
No
Perfect tech
way.
from Admiral. Counters the Terror Surge completely, and UV continues to use this window. Victory Tree on point, and the Petal saves the day. Another perfect example of Life Weaver gap.
Fuck.
I'm gutted because I was about to flex my knowledge because FD God does that all the time on the Orisa.
Really?
There's so
It's
many
broken.
ways. Yeah, he just saves Petal for you and then just ults your Orisa up, so he's like just spinning in midair for no reason.
You
What?
can
So
basically
it actually has like
never get Terror Surge value, essentially.
it's impossible because you have so like everything counters it. What can I say? What a
That was-
coach Gultek
Could have
is.
been a game-winning ult there from Infected. However, Admiral is there. Another player that Chris has kicked. Who's finding success now.
I know.
Any comments from you? Okay.
Feels like a no comment, yeah.
Okay. No comment.
I mean, it's true, to be fair, mate. It's true. I'm just a fucking idiot, aren't I? I swear, if you just left, I think what I should do in my next team is I'm just gonna not have any say in roster construction.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, listen, just give me fucking whoever the fuck you want. I'll just coach us how to play. You fucking pick the players, because I swear I'm just cooked, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You just do the coaching, okay? Not the roster
Yeah,
construction.
Yeah, I'll stay in my lane, and then
Exactly.
someone else figure out the other lane.
What's the next team? Chris doesn't know yet, you know? It's just going to be whatever he gets. Hire
Actually,
Goomba
one
for the
bad
roster
season isn't
construction.
enough.
Yeah, give
Yeah,
Goomba like
yeah.
a temp contract. Just 30 day. You're in charge for the off-season, mate. Give us a team. I'll do the rest.
I mean, Chris, the Koreans are taking over our region slowly.
That is insane, right? Like,
It is.
I've got a feeling. Here's my theory. You ready for my theory?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it. Let me just finish this pint and then I'll tell my theory. Okay? My theory is we're gonna get a reverse elastic slingshot Koreans out next year. That's what I think.
Really?
I think we're gonna rubber band the other way. Like, you know, last year there was no Koreans, and then we didn't win, so we thought let's get the Koreans. But I think next year we're gonna go back to just saying fuck it Westerners, because I don't know if you feel the same. I mean, you do feel the same. I know it. Mixed teams are they're just more miserable, you know. They just like, even if they're slightly more effective, it's just not the same, you know. Like it's not like the boys, you know.
Yeah, it's
And if
true.
we're just gonna get fucked internationally anyway, we might as well get fucked having fun as opposed to get fucked not having fun, you know? It's like basic fuck
Yeah.
theory.
I feel like you're the only one that thinks that way.
We'll see, mate. We'll see. And the money's gonna dry up next year anyway, so it'll be okay.
Yeah, that I think will happen as well.
No proper division for stage 3 then? No, I don't think so. The only Western team to beat Crazy Raccoon had 0 Koreans. It's true.
Legit.
And what, like 3 Europeans?
Yeah.
How many imports did GeeKay have? What's the actual number?
Admiral, Lethal, Wimmo.
No. Technical imports.
Oh,
like
0. Is
it actually 0?
It's a homegrown American teammate. It's a flag-waving patriotic group of Yanks taking it to Crazy Raccoon. All right. Runa Sappy from Team Liquid. Hazard ban, first from Team Liquid. GeeKay follow up with a Tracer ban.
Can we take a moment to discuss how big a fucking virgin Keijo is? Can we just fucking bring up the Keijo virgin theory real quick?
Yeah,
like,
go on, mate.
Keijo, like this fuck guy, he's like literally my biggest hater by fucking far. But even I win and he still wants to post his little Vigil taking the piss out of me. Fucking get a life, man.
Who is Vigil?
Keijo. Like, honestly, mate. I'll link him to you, mate. This guy is, honestly, he's my #1 hater by far. But he's a fucking idiot, you know? All he does is fucking shit talk me. And then he got offended when I told him in person that I was considering blocking him. Like, he took offense to it. And it's like, mate, stop fucking tweeting shit. I hope he asks for it out.
If he somehow lost the Peps game, insta like here for me.
Fair enough, mate.
Seems like a suitable time to thank Keijo for the raid earlier today as well, though.
It is an appropriate time, mate.
Alright, Preds are closed, locking in. GeeKay, Kiri, Lucio, Winston. And it's going to be Orisa, and this feels like a bit of a dodgy one for GeeKay. We've seen Winston struggle in this version of the matchup. Thank you, Jacob, as well, for the tier 1 sub to Keijo as well. Does seem an appropriate time for that one as well. So we'll see how Kufa gets it done here with the Hazard ban. Not really seeing Kufa play all that much Orisa, so we'll see if they stick to it here. It's obviously Team Liquid's map pick. They've got control of the payload, and this is... It's going to be a bit of a big struggle for GeeKay when Infected can just keep forcing it. The hat comes through, the spear is good, and Wimone goes down immediately. Bit of a disaster start there. They try and follow it up, slide in aggressively. Lethal does find the trade, actually. He's in so deep and gets traded. But 3v3 tank advantage for GeeKay. Gonna lose Admiral, but it's still very playable for him. Kufa's down to half HP. UVTB into the bubble. Good for the Dinks as well. The slide for Chase is on for Kufa. Kufa's jumped away from the healing in an attempt to live. UV doesn't get the Suzu off. And they win a scrappy one, Team Liquid there. But they really had to double down for that kill. Support ult significantly in favour of RuPaul right now. As we come into this next fight. Kufa's not too far away from that Kitsune Rush. Match it with Primal. Maybe just soak up a lot of that aggro. Deny Team Liquid getting a clean push out of it. Problem is, Kufa will have a hard time at certain points farming this ult, because he can't really stay on point. He can't trade that effectively with Infected without risking his life or wasting his bubble. For now, though, the bubble has been forced, and Kufa is going to get forced back, speared into a wall, and yeah, but Winston's still looking tough into the Orisa in a lot of these situations. Suzu comes out from RuPaul as they try and avoid trades here. They are doubling down. Tree is going to get traded. Yuvi's going to get a one onto Vega as well. Suddenly these aren't trades, it's just a winnable fight. They're going to reposition. Wimona's going to finish off 0. They're going in 2 different directions now, Team Liquid. They're getting picked apart. They sacrifice Kufa for the greater good. Infected will die on point. They'll be able to deny the checkpoint, regroup with Kufa, and have another go as we come up to the support ult. UV still needs 9%, but it's probably going to be double support ult trade. Terra Surge available for Infected to layer on top of that as well. But maybe GeeKay have the option just to start with the overclock here and can maybe force out earlier support ults from Team Liquid, meaning GeeKay supports can use their ults a little bit later. For now, Lethal's just trying to farm up a rail, but a whole lot of nothing to shoot at right now, just a Sojourn across the map. So we'll slow down for a little bit here. Infected's going to be anchoring the corner, and that's going to be the difficult one for them to try and cross. Infected's going to come in aggressively behind, so it's going to force the beat early. UV still has the Kitsune Rush. Admiral uses the beat. Vega's got a much later beat as the overclock comes in, but Lethal is still pumping damage in from a distance. Kufa still needs a bit of time for this Primal. Sliding one from Lethal. UV's going to get traded. Lethal as well. Kufa has the Primal available if he chooses to go for it, but they've lost 3 members now, so they might just cut their losses. Yeah, Kufa's considering a jump out. Wants a late trade here onto Zero. Now him and Admiral can play their lives if they want. So just going to swing in. Kufa wants to primal this, I think. He's going for the kill. Yes. He's looking for it. Gets the kill onto Tree. Now he's going for the backline. Bit of interruption there. They're trying to get out. Stuck in the room. He's trying to primal it in, but yeah, his health's going down so fast. He has to play his life. He does get the kill. Hangs on to the point, and the team can regroup right now, but GeeKay, they spent everything for that. 5 ults. Now Team Liquid and Overclock, a blade to choose from. Overclock, probably the more likely one to start with here, and GeeKay might just be forced to disengage really here. Not a lot of options. But Kufa's jumped in with Bubble. He's going in deep right now, but Blade in the back, and Admiral was on the run. Zero's made a bit of a mess of it, but they find the kills on the backline instead. No value out of the Blade directly, and they still lose Vega, so it's a very scrappy Runa Sappy so far, as Kufa's going to try and reset again. But still ult advantage for Team Liquid. Overclock ready to go once Vega is back in the fight. Kitsune rush significantly quicker as well. And while they're making this scrappy and messy, GeeKay, doesn't feel like there's any situation that isn't really just them taking a dogfight, any sort of clear opportunities to win. Now, with the payload on the corner, Tree can start this one with Overclock if he wants. They can even go with Kitsune Rush, honestly, as well. Infected is getting surrounded a little bit, but Tree's going to pull the trigger, go forward, looking for UV. Can't find the shot, but Bubble is out, disengaged, but that shot on UV, exit one. Zero's there to follow up the damage. Tree and Zero get it done between them. 2 kills onto the high ground. And now that will be checkpoint going through for Team Liquid. Kitsune in the back pocket as well. And GeeKay, no swaps hero-wise here. Kufa's going to keep playing the Winston into this. Payload will start moving forward as RuPaul looks to use this Kitsune Rush aggressively. No support ult, so it has to be a disengage really here for GeeKay. Bubble and a jump back as well. They are on the run, trying to find any follow-up kills, but the disengage this time is good for GeeKay. They can take their beat forward again. They try and find a kill on the side, but nothing doing. Lucio Genji is safe. GeeKay in very split as Kufa jumps in right now. But Lucio Genji has a bit of space. Yuvi's out there as well. They are all over him right now. Team Liquid are going to try and flip the map away from them. Take control of that robot. Kufa is forced back for now. But Admiral still has the beat if they want to go. Waiting for their timing. Kufa dives into the back. Beat comes in. They join Kufa in their bubble. But the kite, Team Liquid have scattered. They're trying to regroup on the high ground. Admiral can't push this Genji. He's forced back. The Terror Surge on point. But Infected was separated. Kills still going Liquid's way. Vega has the beat if he feels they need it as well. But they have player advantage for now. And everyone's low. Kufa, 93%. UV 1 bar of HP. He's going to die. Kufa's going to try and get out. He primals, actually. He kills Tree with it. 1v4 primal. He's going for it, though. Boop's away. Boop saves RuPaul. Not enough. Kufa's taking his 1v4 primal, and he will salvage the fight as well. 2 kills and repels Liquid for now. But still a long way back from GeeKay. They have ults, though.
I love dive.
DPS ults.
Kufa can do that.
Double DPS and a Kitsune Rush here. Team Liquid, they have Vega's beat to soak up one of them. The beat's going to come through, but not in time for Zero, actually. Counters out the rest of the Overclock and turns the kill, but Yuvi's got more support ops to throw into this. They need more kills, though, and Infected's just isolating it. Ramon with the Blade is boot back. 1 slice, 2 onto Tree. Body block a little bit from Kufa to soak up that damage. Good follow-up to help him out, but it's made it also expensive. Now, Ramon will finish off Vega as well. They clear the ball on point. Will get a chance to push for payload, but expensive. Double DPS, ult, Kitsune Rush, all invested. And second time now in this Runa Sappy, GeeKay find themselves just dry on all their ults. Well, probably not just the next fight, but maybe the next 2 fights. Team Liquid are coming back with the Kitsune Rush and Blade. So they could just take this fight to point, pressing the Kitsune Rush as soon as Kufa commits his jump. They let the checkpoint go through for now, didn't have time to contest, but Team Liquid can take their time now. Meet it on the corner, make it really hard to move. Ramon is deep behind, deflect, but full pocket available for Tree. Overclock nearly ready as well. Zero's going with the Blade, Lethal slides away. Zero's lost him, but Infected's confirmed the kill, gives him the dash reset. Now onto the rest, Infected walks forward, both DPS dealt with. Was 2 ults just round the corner. Blade from Zero as well as the Kitsune Rush. So heavy investment there for Team Liquid to secure the payload on their own side versus no ults. So this equalizes everything a little bit more. Now Team Liquid can push with the Overclock into the next fight, but Admiral will have the beat coming up very soon, and obviously they always have a chance to disengage here, GeeKay. You've seen them do it multiple times. We'll just hold the bubble, but actually an early bubble investment here from Kufa. Forces Tree back a little bit. They're getting harassed from both sides here, but GeeKay can't really commit to the fight just yet. Kufa's going to have to jump out. They concede a little bit of space. Kufa needs help and has a defensive bubble, actually, so the bubble ends up working out perfectly for Kufa as he jumps out. Looking for the disengage, trapped on the high ground here. They know he's there. Dive comes in, force away, dash out, and they manage to kite it successfully. Team Liquid have actually taken more damage during all of this, and the Primal's good for the cleanup as well. Just jumping back to his team, trying to make sure nobody trades. Eyes on the Lucio, no escape from Vega. Kufa will get the cleanup. Now a chance to go forward as we enter the final 2 minutes. No trades either. Yeah, no trades. GeeKay have double support ult, Blade, Overclock, all ready to go. Big advantage for GeeKay here. And this is their moment as well. Only 2 minutes left on the clock. Team Liquid will have the beat to match one of them. Kufa's trying to catch anyone, ambush anyone there. They're all coming, actually, so Kufa's going to get a little bit of cleave at the choke, and Team Liquid are just going to realise they don't want to walk through that. They'll just take the fight at the corner instead. Will reposition. But they can just lay above ults here, GeeKay. They can match everything. Kitsune rush through from UV as the push comes in. Beat Terror Surge. Admiral's beat is good to match it. DPS ult's about to come online for GeeKay to be the finisher. Ramon has the Blade first, but Team Liquid, they're trying to kite away from this Kitsune rush. Infected still anchors point, but his healing has been bubbled off now. All the pressure onto Infected. Blade onto this Sojourn. Nowhere to go for Tree. Now just turning on the Orisa to trade that one. Baker's found a trade, actually. They will kill this Orisa eventually. They need to be careful for no more. They did pop the overclock and all of that as well. They'll finish it off. They lose a second player here, so they win the fight, bust all of their ults again. And it's the same situation for GeeKay. 4 ults used to win that fight, and now they can win it. They can gain meters, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be enough for lead. Infected's come back on ball, so we will be able to touch in time. So they're going to have to slow it down, regroup as 5 GeeKay, and try and take another fight, but this time with no ultimates. Infected gets the touch with 5 meters to spare. Kufa's going to jump in, actually. That triggers the Kitsune rush from RuPaul, and Kufa surely has no escape here. He's sort of been booped towards the doorway. UV TP's in and just walks out as well. No, RuPaul does confirm that kill. Thought there was surely no way he gets away with that one. So they do give a reset for just the Kitsune rush now. Entering the final 35 seconds. 4 meter, just under 4 meter lead for Team Liquid. Holding on. They do have the Blade. All they have, though, these fights have all been very scrappy, though, and that will favour them. Slam comes through onto Ramon. Ramon's in big trouble. He's just dead. Terrible time to die. And now GeeKay are going to have to reset again. This is going to allow the payload to get even deeper into their territory. And Zero goes for the Blade, actually. They're all there. The Suzu's there. They're in the room. Infected come through to body block. It all lines up for Zero. 2 kills, another reset. Kufa has to play for the touch. He's not going to be able to get the touch. He's just dead here. Zero cleans it up, and Team Liquid find an opening before GeeKay even get a fight. They've not moved the payload forward, so the touch is impossible. And Team Liquid retake the lead.
Clinical.
What a dogfight.
What a dogfight, what a dogfight. I have to say, as my role as the desk, I wonder if the Tracer ban worked against him there. I feel like if you want to play the Winston comp, I feel like Tracer is like insanely good with Winston, no?
True.
I feel like Winston Genji is actually worse synergy. Like you force, maybe you force the other team to play Genji, which is good for your Winston Lucio Kiri comp, but I feel like there was maybe something better that we could do there.
You know, as the desk, I think it's worth mentioning, no Freya was played that map. And I feel like Freya is so good into Orisa and into Monkey as well, into both of these tanks. And still no Freya to be found anywhere.
As the desk, I have to agree. No, you are correct. There was no Freya there.
There's no Freya.
That's my opinion as the desk.
So really, what are they doing here? That is my question.
I would have to say my desk's opinion. This is a Mickey Mouse region.
Fully agree with you on that one.
Kufa KD player. Yeah, I mean, he actually went 22-3, which Winston Kiri Lucio into Orisa Kiri Lucio is really good.
I mean, he played pretty fucking good that map. But still, even if you have a generational performer on Winston, doesn't matter. Can't win on that hero. Am I right, Chris?
Winston?
Yeah.
I think it's good, mate. I think it's very good. Very strong in the current meta.
Oh, okay.
Wait till you scrimmers next cycle. You'll understand. You'll see the theory next time we scrim you, okay?
Winston?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I did, okay, because you know, we had the same theory going into our game, right? Like the theory was the same. You were just picking different heroes in us, right? We were old school. We were playing Anna. You guys were in Juno Kiri, but we're modern now. You know, we play the TM way. But
with the Winston,
honestly, it's fucking fantastic, mate.
I mean, I've heard you guys have been doing good.
Yeah, you've heard as the desk. You've heard that on the grapevine.
Yeah. I've heard that.
So I'm excited to see. I'm excited for our next scrim. I'm hoping we can take one map towards progress.
I'm excited for that as well, but we have to beat Gen G tomorrow first.
Wait, if you don't beat Gen G, we won't scrim again.
Yes. If you don't beat Gen G, it's over for Twisted Mind.
Fair enough, mate.
I am cooked. And Astros as well. Just arrived.
Yeah, I mean, it actually was like an insanely hot take from you guys to do all of this flying the day before, but...
Wait, have you gone home after ESL? So you're back in Austria now, and everyone's...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Me and Astro. I think we arrived on the 29th. I arrived at 3 AM, Astro at 7. And then we flew today at 9 AM. So we spent 1 day in Riyadh.
What a day it was, though.
It really was a good day.
You start your own copy and pasta here, Chris.
No, I copied someone else, but it was a
okay.
nice comment.
You're
So I thought I'd spread the love, you know?
Yeah.
Legit a G. I agree though.
So true.
Commander X, what do you think the power rankings are in NA right now?
Well, it's going to feel like a particularly hot take after the maps we've just watched, but I was going to go GeeKay on top.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know what to do with Nightmare actually. I guess Nightmare should be up there as well, but
I think they're dog
feels
shit,
like
mate.
it's
We
temporary.
scrimmed them
It
this
feels like
week.
it's- yeah.
I think Nightmare's dog shit. That's my.
Did you scrim them before Freya nerf or?
Yeah, before.
Because
He was on ping, but Chronic was getting his head popped by Kai Collins, mate.
I heard Nightmare's not number 1. But I've legit no clue. Who did Liquid lose to? Nightmare?
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just their quick match. You know, everyone's due a quick match every season. You just get one quick, and then you lock in. You know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, our quick match might be tomorrow against Shinji.
You reckon so?
Yeah, it might be.
Nah, no way. I'd be shocked. Alright,
What's your power rankings in EU, Psycho? What's your EU power rankings?
EU. I think number 1, Twisted Mind. Okay, I don't think I know number 1, Twisted Mind. Number 2, OWCS. Number 3, TU. Number 4, Virtus Pro.
Ooh. Ooh, hot take.
And then everything after that doesn't matter.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean, that's real.
Alright, sending this one to my desk. King's Row, Team Liquid with the Cass ban. GeeKay with the Lucio ban.
Desk here.
Ooh.
Cass ban makes sense. He's been doing work. Clearly no respect for the either team playing Freya here. Lucio ban. So Lucio ban, I think in my opinion, an incredibly powerful ban in the current meta. Forces some sort of Juno, Brago, Juno, Kiri comp.
Yeah, I mean, you say that because you don't have a Lucio player though.
No, but it's like, it's the best ban. It's like,
But I
because
agree.
it forces them onto Juno Break, but you also still get all the benefits of being able to play double flex, you know? It's just, it's a double
Do you
bubble
really
ban, you know?
You want to ban the Vega Jacks? Do you really want to do that?
Well, as the desk, it seems so. It does seem that way.
I guess you have a good point there. You raise a good point.
I'm not on the desk, but I have heard that in
Well, then
NA
shut the fuck up, yeah?
That's fair. It's fair. I am literally on the desk, so I.
Stay in your fucking lane, okay? Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry you did that, Psycho. It's very, it's disrespectful to a desk.
It honestly made me just want to leave the call right now. I have a question for my fellow desk analysts here.
Yeah.
So, first time, or when I joined the call today, someone said, "Is that Hitler in the call?" Question mark. What do you think about that?
Who could he mean? Could it be me or you? It could be either, no?
True.
You've got the heritage, mate. You've got the blood, but
What do
You
you
got
have?
the what? The spirit?
I got the reputation, you know?
Okay, and back to the caster on
I'm
that.
back to the casters. That's it from the desk.
Yeah, well, a pretty easy segue here as we move on to King's Row. Obviously the home of a country that vanquished Hitler once and might have to do it again even if there's two of them.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was clean from you.
Alright, Widow at a spawn for Tree, gonna go for a bit of an early peek. Nothing to shoot at but a hazard. Will take the free ult charge before Team Liquid get themselves onto it. And GeeKay, the Lucio ban, it was to enable BAP Lifeweaver. They're gonna try and get away with it again. It was devastation for Team Liquid on Circuit Royale, at least when they were defending with the Lifeweaver comp. But they are defending here. They're going to have the grip onto the high ground. A bit of a smaller map than Circuit Royale, and Kufa's going to be immediately dead, which is going to be a pretty brutal problem. They trade it for 0, but tank advantage means Infected can move on now, start forcing point. Grip has been forced out. Infected getting that capture progress already. The Petal is cosmetic more than anything, but it does look nice. UV is just playing an independent role here, just trying to flank and get trades, but Infected's cleaned everything up on point. The cap's going through. They're going to have to back it up. Looks like they found Ramon behind. He's 1 HP. Might be able to live and get out. But GeeKay, retake looking very unlikely here. Kufa's going to go for another one. Finds the Sombra, the wall and the lamp just to try and save Ramon's life here. But they save him. They get him out of that and they can reconvene at the choke. But Infected's getting really close in his Terror Surge already, which is also the perfect ult to try and run through UV's window that's coming up. But for now, Lethal's found them a pick. This will slow him down a little bit. They're having a little bit of a look outside into the courtyard here, but expect GeeKay very much to stabilize around this choke. Now this is a little bit longer, a bit more space, an opportunity to have players on the right, on the left, harass Team Liquid as they try and come in. You can see already they're trying to get on that high ground. They focus down 0. The sleep is good, but I don't know if they can really punish him. Gonna try and get a bit of damage here, Vega. UV has the lamp, actually. Vega's just giving him the business. Grip to save UV from the embarrassment there as Vega was rolling him in that 1v1. Kufa continues to hold the high ground. GeeKay do have their support ults here. They're busy dealing with Ramon behind, though. They found him. The hunt is on. Yeah, they really want to find him. Virus to try and turn it, but 0 confirms that one. And it feels like the way GeeKay are playing, they're harassing from all these different sides. It does force them to take these 1v1s all the time. Kufa's still on the high ground as Team Liquid are very hesitantly walking through this choke. Gonna start a Kiri Tracer flank as well, pressuring this Lifeweaver window in main, but they have to deal with this Tracer behind as well. Kitsune to actually back this up. Tree comes out defensively. Lamp has been forced. Pulse Bomb attempt. Pulse Bomb goes off, confirms looking onto UV. Lifeweaver's taken for a ride as well. And now, 2-player advantage after that ult trade. They can kill this Tree, commit to it, and keep walking it forward. Lethal's actually leaping in for a trade here, but Infected's got the spin still, so it should be fine. They'll keep this one moving forward. Cost them quite a bit there, and there was a Terror Surge invested during it as well. And now GeeKay, EMP, Overclock, Downpour, all for the retake here. Team Liquid have the option just to nano Overclock. Put all their eggs in Tree's basket. Zero's holding close as well as Infected here. If they can get on this backline, they're going for it actually. They find Ramon early. The ambush is good. GeeKay caught unawares. The grip onto Lethal to pull him away from that. Spear catches Admiral though. The Petal saves Lethal but kills Admiral. Kufa has tried to anchor the point, but Downpour is going out. Desperate for a kill, and there's an overclock in the back from Lethal. But they're all over the place right now. GeeKay very split. Trying to stabilize around Kufa here as UV has moved forward to his position. Infected was deep behind, but the trade should be enough to get back into it. Infected won't get out from that forward position either. They're trying to sneak the cap in, but Kufa's there. The shutdown is good, the lamp ensures no trades. And GeeKay stabilize it 2 meters away from the full cap, and we're now going to be able to set up a little bit forward, get a late kill onto RuPaul as well, and they've got the EMP for this next one. And we saw initially when Team Liquid were trying to come through this first choke, it was a very slow process for them. Worried about left-hand side, worried about top, trying to clear all this space. They're going to have to do the same here. So these retakes will end up being, I think, pretty slow going for Team Liquid on this version of the comp. Zero's going to try and come through right-hand side. If they hold too close, Zero can threaten the back cap. He's taken the long route now. Ramon, though, he knows he's there. Is Ramon just going to go for the one-on-one? Yeah, he's waiting for Zero to come in. He's going to EMP him. Grow up, Wimone. You had like 2 people there. Wait, he gets the kill. They'll win the fight off it as well. But really feels overkill. They're going to hack up Infected as well. Could do with a little bit of a stall here if they can. But I think they're just going to take, just going to take the kill, set up forward again. But now Team Liquid, all 5 ultimates coming up. Time on the clock still 2 minutes. Wimone's going to get found early actually, so he has to try and get out of there. Pre-fires the virus just in case they come, but there's 2 players up here. I don't think Wimone's expecting both of them, so has to be careful. Backs up to his team. And now Team Liquid, all the ults to work with. Nano Overclock, Nano Terror Surge, anything they want to do. Wimone's with an off-angle hack here, just trying to harass them as they come in. Lethal with an important kill onto the side fight here, but Vega's going to keep walking forward. Sleep, Vessel onto the sleeping Kufa to buy him time. Nano onto Tree, kills Lethal. Has used the Overclock to push for more kills as Vega and RuPaul try and look after each other. Meanwhile, the window out. UV wants the trade. He gets 1 trade, nearly a second. The Kitsune rush on point. Vega's trying to force it over the line, but there's a window pocket onto Kufa. It's about to expire. Forced back again. Kufa's going to try and live, as is UV. They're going so far behind. Do they have the space to give? Wimone's going Tracer, and UV dies late. Kufa's 1 HP. Zero cleans them both up. The second point's just going to get tapped in the end from Team Liquid. Had to use a lot of the ults, but the Nano Overclock does the damage. And now 3rd point for GeeKay. And Kufa is going to go Winston with all of this.
What a cop.
Wimone is dead. A quick reset. The disruptor shot clears Lethal from the high ground, but he's got a pedal, so he's back on the high ground. He's got that rail as well. Forced back, and there is a lot of free cart push going through for now, and Zero with this pulse bomb up top. Eventually, GeeKay are going to have to try and stop this. The overclock from Lethal. Pulse bomb is there. It's a miss. Lethal nails the shot, actually. No mistake from him, and Infected realizes the game is up and will be resetting off the map. 2 minutes left for Team Liquid to try and turn this one. They did use a lot. Infected's actually going to swap onto the Winston mirror here, so it's a dive mirror and a Curie versus Bat Lifeweaver. Vega's actually going to go Brig as well. So now the real test of the Bat Lifeweaver here is tradition would dictate and a Brig is the correct backline in this situation. Wimone's harassing Tree for now, just trying to play for attention more than anything. Waste their time. RuPaul's about to have this Nano, but Admiral has the Tree, which I guess works as a defensive tool against the Nano as long as they avoid the nade. Anti-on's a Kufa. Tree comes through. Tops Kufa right back up, but they can disengage the Tree. Wimone's trying to find something on the backline, but he can't. They push forward, and there's a Nano turn now for RuPaul. Onto Infected. The Tree's still up, though, but they have to walk away from it. RuPaul's walking forward looking for a nade. Infected's trying to chase down this kill, but they backed it up, GeeKay. Infected finds nothing with the Prime or with the Nano. Now UV has the window. Infected is above as the Winston's trade right-clicks. UV's just going to disregard the existence, but he's slept up. He's going to lamp anyway. Ignores the Winston, clears the space with the window. Can Kufa and Wimone find anything with this? The answer's no. Now we're going to enter pretty close to last 5 minute on the clock right now. Primal's getting close for both Winstons. Vega nearly has the rally though to deal with Kufa's. Wimone has the pulse bomb behind, going for it. Brig, but no, it's off, and Tree hits the headshot. Disaster moment for Wimone, and the door is open a little bit. Zirin is on the backline as well, causing problems for Admiral and UV. Kufa's going to jump onto that Sojourn, but forced away. Kufa has the Primal ready to go, as does Infected. He's locked him up, he's killed one. The Lifeweaver's back in spawn, but Infected's got so much space for his team. Kufa, though, he slept. He just got the Primal off, woken up by Vega, and now Kufa's got a chance. He's antied, he's low. He has to play life, but he gets a chance to live. Pulse bomb is a miss from Zero as well. They can't kill this monkey. Kufa's going to reposition on the high ground. He can jump onto point. Bubble is there as well. Overclock from Tree, trying to burn it through. Admiral needs 40% to get a Tree. Lethal nearly has the overclock as well. Overclock available for Lethal as the Nano comes in. All over this backline. Tree is available for Admiral. He drops it on. Lethal with the overclock is getting marked by this Nano. He's going to try and slide through to the Tree. Gets to the Tree, but the other Tree shoots him down. Now Admiral stabilizing on the point. Infected is still there, but the Tree has provided so much relief for this GeeKay defense. A nade comes through. The defense is still holding strong, but Tree slides in, desperate for the kill, but UV trades it, and GeeKay hold in the end.
I got so unlucky with the lack of pulse, the throbbing Tree pulse, you know? You gotta time that slide so you're in there. Have you seen, as a member of the desk, by the way, have you seen the way they play this map, by the way, Psycho? It's actually like TM theory, like he always side fights with it. It's quite interesting. He side fights, and then if he gets in trouble, he just gets fucking pulled back out. And the Weaver's like undiable and can always heal up. So it's like, It's like an elevation of TM strategy, you know, but they keep it in real.
So why don't you do it?
I don't know, maybe
As a fellow main tank team?
I don't think the Winston is any better with this than with like Juno Kiri, you know? I think it's just, the style is the same, the heroes doesn't necessarily matter.
Okay.
Also, I think the Will EMP on Tracer, it's actually insane value, by the way.
You think?
If we think about it, okay, let me riddle you it, okay, mate? You want to win a fight with the EMP. Instead of wiping the whole team and getting no ult, you insta-wipe their Tracer, and then you get to farm ults and stagger the remaining 4. Baiting them into using other ults, which you would also win the economy.
I don't think it's a bad play, but there's no way it's insane value. You just say it's insane value because while he killed the Tracer solo, someone else died in main. That has nothing to do with the...
Sorry to interrupt the desk here, but we're going to listen into the GeeKay cons.
Where are they? I don't see Trey.
Carry hotel.
No spin.
Are they getting top right?
They have top right.
A second.
I can swing top. We can cap point.
Yeah, I'm gonna put point 2, 1, forcing point now.
I'm looking top, looking Earths.
Forcing point, and already dropped, I go high ground. All look at me.
We're top, you mark soy.
Still on here.
I can't, yeah.
I'm top right.
I'm straight.
Come here.
I'm still forcing point, there he has to drop some.
I can't peek if you don't go soy.
Oh, okay. I'm not.
Where'd you?
I'm going top now.
Yeah, I'm good now. You don't need to. I'm on one.
Anderson in window.
You have to push in.
Looking left. Ollie, help. I left you.
Okay.
Trade a rebind.
That's a good lamp.
Try. Capture. Someone.
Where is that?
One TP. Carry behind. Can you look me?
I'm on carry.
Yeah. I'm probably fine. I'm sure you're fine. Ari split. Ari can't get healed. R1.
Praise out, we're up.
Then it.
Point.
Okay, me. Point. I bought one heals, man. Try again.
Carry one.
Yes. We can walk.
Systematic from GeeKay there. They wanted to force for point. As soon as the Orisa drops, they take the high ground, slightly controlling all the space. Is giving Lethal and UV more opportunities. UV just seems to be a bit of a puppet master there, dictating everything when it happens. And now?
To be fair, those comms are actually really fucking good.
They're clean, right?
I'm jealous, you know?
No Shiba, no Buyo.
Oh, yeah, Shiba! I'm in the spawn!
Oh, what's for 186 lead from RuPaul? And it's going to be an execution there. Couple of times now, but really it's a crazy sleep. Zero's going to get traded right back though, walking into that hand zone. So even situation. Dragon Strike has separated Infected right now, but he has the Terror Surge if he gets in trouble. And he's actually not really in any trouble at all. Infected's going to try and fight it. They window in here as well to fight him. Infected pulls everyone in, but he ties for it. The tree is there. It holds him. Kufa's been slept in the backline, and the anti just catch the backline here of GeeKay. Vega swings in. He doesn't quite have the rudder yet. He's just going to die on point. Is a heavy investment for GeeKay, even though they do win this fight, get all the kills. The option now is for GeeKay, because, yeah, that was actually all 5 of them. So they're going to have to set up early, try and harass him as RuPaul makes his way onto the Juno. They need an early kill or something here, GeeKay, because if Team Liquid get back to point, they could just rally to stabilize, overclock for it. Honestly, wouldn't even hate an early rally from Vega just to make sure nothing goes wrong if they get in any trouble. Kufa's just trying to harass them, buy as much time as possible. More pressure onto the back line, but Team Liquid are being disciplined. They've not invested it yet. Payload's approaching it, but they still have plenty of time for the touch here, Team Liquid. Grip out onto Kufa to get him out of that one. More pressure, and Kufa's going to have to keep running here, actually, as well. I think his jump was interrupted, and yeah, the lamp's too short for him. So GeeKay have to reset, and importantly for Team Liquid, they get to manage to hold all their ults. GeeKay just seemed to want to bait something out of them, but couldn't get it going. And it's going to be a full reset here. Team Liquid now with a chance to bleed a lot of time off the clock with this heavy ult bank. Remember, of course, Team Liquid are on match point here, so any hold will do. Pulse bomb up top for
Any
Zero.
hold's a goal.
Thank you, Desk. Zero slipping to left-hand side now with a pulse bomb. Kufa's on that side, though, so Zero can do nothing but match it. Lethal's Nair, actually, doesn't land for kill, though. Infected's coming to help out in this as well. Wiimote's harassing from the other side, nearly has the pulse bomb. Kufa's had to bubble early. Just harassing from all these different sides until GeeKay gets some of their key ultimates to actually take this fight. You see UV again playing with the side fight, trying to harass and pocket Wamon in here. Force back for now, slide away. Another bubble on the high ground, but GeeKay remain patient. They don't have the ults to commit just yet. And Team Liquid are just letting them farm the ults here. They're happy to play the slow game, let the time dwindle down and take the big ult fight at the end. Wamon getting forced back for 0 from now. Tree's going to pop the overclock as they commit in. Pressure onto for Winston. The Tree comes out as Kufa tries to jump away. He's 1 HP. The lamp just in time from UV. They're low, but they get round the corner. They're going to heal up, and now UV repeats with a window of his own. But here comes the rally from Vega trying to walk forward. UV's got the off angle, but he has to be careful. Terror Surge to try and live from Infected. He can't live. He's going to die. Wamon connects the pulses. The backline walks forward as well. Rupal's going to Ray. There's only 2 of them alive. Rupal thinks he can clutch. He's very much wrong. Zera's going to die at the end of this as well. Disaster Ray from Team Liquid. And they held on to all 5 of those ults to blow them and lose the fight. Swapping. Yeah. Here's going to be an Ana Zen now from Team Liquid. Ana Winston trying to exploit the longer sightline. So once again, the GeeKay unorthodox backline with the Winston is going to be tested up against something a bit more traditional. Kufa has the Primal ready to go though, but versus Ana Zen, if the sleep connects, the Discord, this Primal cannot last very long. They're going to start with the overclock instead to try and clear space. Remember, of course, Team Liquid didn't finish the map, so looking good. And Kufa actually just kills Vega, doesn't even need the Primal. Another dink, now the Primal comes out. Rupal is forced back in. Infected, can't get out either. Now it's just going to be 3 on point. Team Liquid have to rush back to it. They have no ults at all. And this touch is going to be so difficult for them. It's a Venture, it's a Widow. They need a clutch. Tree needs to nail this shot, but they can't even get the touch. And GeeKay right back in it.
Alright, GeeKay have my full respect this moment in time, okay? As a member of the desk, I was impressed by that performance. I'm a believer. I will be playing this comp non-stop this week.
As a member of the desk, here's the counter, okay?
D.Va.
Why is there... No, well, D.Va is good as well, but... Freya, no? Both Lifeweaver and Bap have like a fat hitbox. It's like Zen, you know? Freya is so good into fat hitbox characters. It's like Freya is also insane into Torb because he's just so fat, you know? I don't know why you don't play Freya.
I don't agree that you shouldn't be calling Torb fat.
Sorry.
Is a desk member.
Torb is...
It's rather wide.
Torb is beautiful, okay?
Torb is beautiful but wide.
Why the butt? It's just please don't body shame on the desk, okay? It was one thing saying the arse layer, okay? The famous arse layer, but this is a step too far for the desk.
Gonna Google nice way to say fat here. Oh, well-rounded. Torb is well-rounded.
he is well-rounded, isn't he?
Voluptuous. What the fuck? Have you guys heard of that?
Of course, mate.
Okay, that's crazy.
I feel like most of it actually came down to that end of fight on second, right? They play super slow even though they have ult advantage. So they build up all the ults, and then eventually they still... Like, they play so patiently, just anchoring the point for so long. And then, once GeeKay had a bunch of ultimates as well, that's when they decide to try and force it forward with, like, the overclock and the Terror Surge. So they still end up pushing out of the choke, even though they'd spent so long with ult advantage just sitting there patiently.
Yeah, that Rupal beam really was the nail in the coffin, I think, for that map. Like, if you have that against the Primal, you won't get wiped, but they just had nothing left in the bank.
Good point. Great point from my fellow desk member there.
Thank you. You're gonna say something as well as my fellow desk? Or
I was on Twitter, mate. Okay, I was on Twitter. Keep it up, yeah.
I'm getting reinforcing Jake next time.
No, please. I need a career in case we lose to Gen G tomorrow.
Surely you're good for it, mate.
I think we are, but we haven't scrimmed all week, so...
But you got a trophy, mate.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Gen G have got no trophies this week, if I'm not mistaken.
They signed a new main support that'll probably play tomorrow though, Gara. So
Will he actually?
No.
I think he's gonna play tomorrow. Yeah.
No way.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're trolling, right? You're not being serious, Chris.
I am.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I am.
As a member of the desk, please stop this sarcasm.
I'm never sarcastic.
You want to bet on it, Chris? We can bet right here.
Bet if Gara's gonna play on that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'll play that bet.
No,
I've got $100 bet that he doesn't play in stage 3.
Shoot the well-rounded mag. Okay, that's crazy.
That's fucked up. Actually.
X Ninja 10. What a comment from you. Get on the desk.
You'd fit on the desk, man.
Any opinions on the map, the pick, the bans? It's a Ram ban from GeeKay and a Juno ban from Team Liquid.
Band. They want another Lucio Curie mirror.
Does seem to be the case, and they will get it.
It's not a bad one for GeeKay at all, really, right? GeeKay will probably just play
Yeah,
Hazard?
but those are the two. Yeah, probably a hat. But what's Liquid gonna play?
They'll just play Orisa, I think, Team Liquid, yeah.
Oh,
Orisa Lucio Curie
Yeah, you're
versus
right.
Hazard Lucio Curie.
Yeah.
Or it could be some Curie more as if, you know,
No,
willing to think outside the box.
No.
All this theory crafting just for them to play Bap Live Weaver again.
Have you scrimmed the GeeKay, Chris?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, okay, we haven't either.
But honestly, every time we scrim NA, I just get complained at by players, so I'm just gonna not do it anymore.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna cut down on scrims
But I
afterwards.
swear,
we've
it was the
scrimmed
same.
enough.
It was the same last stage, and then Nightmare went on to beat Crazy Raccoons.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to manage the team, just keep them happy, keep them in a good state of mind. It seems like NA scrims are not doing that, so I'm gonna just.
So you've moved towards the dad coach of the team. Is that what you're saying?
Dad, yeah, like nurse.
You are getting their age wise.
Nursing them. I am what?
You are getting their age wise.
Yeah, well, true. Not a few years out, I'll be a real dad,
Shout out saying creepy uncle coach.
It could be. I did ask Heesung to send a picture of him in the himself in the shower today. So
What?
just trying to lighten the mood,
That would have to be edited out as well.
Yes,
Surely the desk didn't say that.
No, the desk cannot say that.
Guys, you can't just justify anything by starting it with saying as the desk. It's not like it doesn't just give you a hall pass to any.
As the desk, but what do I know?
As the desk, W. Maloney is on Venture on New Junk City. It is an absolute classic, and he's on the left side. He's been doing this for 2 years, guys. I'm not even kidding. This exact flank. I'm not even kidding. As the desk.
Well, we all know the desk can't be sarcastic, so it goes without saying.
Exactly.
Admiral's going to die early, but Ramon's going back in for more. UV's in, drill to the face of Tree, and they get it. Even with that early pick, Team Liquid can't convert it. And Ramon's going to be causing havoc here for the backline on this Venture. No, don't really see a lot of Venture. Honestly, haven't really since, I want to say Dallas last year, really. When it was like Malga, Genji, Venture.
For me.
Oh, it was you yesterday as well. But I mean, like, as a popular choice, you know?
A real team,
Okay.
So, I don't think it's very effective. This map, this type of matchup, can get involved in a lot of these brawls. As Psycho well knows. Slight Kitsune rush advantage for UV. Walking back in. Trying to play the side fight here with this Genji Lucio, but no chance. Ramon ambushes him from behind, dominating the side fight right now. Pops out underground, but Team Liquid on a quick disengage. More pressure, and it should be good for this late kill as well. Side fight domination, and Vega just not ready for that one at all. And GeeKay gonna get a late kill onto Burissa and set up and probably just go for more of the same. They might even hold a little bit further forward if they want. Yeah, Ramon's gonna take a more advanced position. Kitsune Rush available for UV. They've got the ult Snowball here, the perfect setup for GeeKay. But Team Liquid, they're just gonna try and walk around him instead, but they still have the Kitsune Rush. Infected's gonna fortify past that one, and Ramon's just turned on Burissa. Where does Infected think he's going?
Where's Infected going?
The rest of his team are gonna try and pivot round to point. I think they can probably get the touch, but they're so low here. There's surely no way they can dogfight their way out of this. UV's going to hunt them down. Good for 1 kill, good for 2. They do get a trade onto point, actually, but it's just too little too late. And Infected clearly had a slightly different idea about how that fight was going rather than the rest of his team. So, quick and decisive there from GeeKay on the first round of New Junk City. Had to use the support ult for it, but happy with that Snowball. Infected's going to swap over to the Ball now as well. Bit of a harder one for the Venture to bully around, but Ramon can still spend his time harassing this Sojourn, pressuring the backline. RuPaul's got the Kitsune Rush advantage, and there's even a slightly quicker beat for Vega here, but DPS ults will be the name of the game for GeeKay. They can start with that if they want. A wall onto the Sojourn's angle for now, and Ramon's just killed Zera. Dominating the side fight right now. Zera has swapped onto Tracer, but it's changed no result of that. They're going to Kitsune Rush anyway. They want to try and win with their ults. Vega nearly has the beat, but he's in so much trouble. Slips away from Ramon. Manages to get out, and Infected finds 2 trades. Now Vega is back up to full health. Has the beat in the back pocket if they need it, but they also have numbers. Ramon's going to have to try and play for it all himself. Goes for Vega, but can't land the drill dash. Now it's so hard. Who's he even going to hit with this Tectonic Shock? The beat comes in over the top from Vega. Counter beat from Admiral was good. One more Tectonic Shock doesn't find a lot from Ramon. Slam now from Infected. It's just turned into a dogfight. Still no one has capped, even though GeeKay are closest. Tree walking back, nearly has the overclock ready to go. Might have to pop this one because Ramon is still around. Pops it. Ramon coming to try and mark that one. Will pop out right in front of him. Ramon is going to try and run. Kufa takes over marking it. Slide, but Tree can't find anything with this overclock. Infected does finish off a couple of the low kills though, so the damage was enough in the end. They will close this one out, but GeeKay slipped the cap through there during all of it, so they actually gain 28% in what's going to be a lost fight. Immediate double swap coming through from GeeKay as well as they go Tracer Sombra. I think very much prompted by this ball from Infected. Which does mean GeeKay are going to be a little bit short of ults for a while. Chance for Team Liquid. But Lethal was scouted out in this ball. Virus onto the high ground. Clears him out. They're trying to ambush him a little bit as well. Ramon can force him further back as well. And Infected is forced to regroup with the team. Bit of space cleared, and GeeKay can walk forward if they want, start forcing this objective. Infected has the mines for this. He's going to try and cut off Kufa. But Kufa's just going to stand on the other side of a point where there are no mines. A complete outplay. The backline is getting harassed by Tree during all of this, but it's a 1-for-1 trade only. Ramon's had his recall forced. Backing it up right now. Tree's going to have an uncontested swing for a little bit here, so they have to be careful. GeeKay have flipped the point during all of this, and a Kitsune Rush to keep it going. Team Liquid don't have any ults, and they've killed the ball. And now it's just a forced reset here. A very cheap retake. I know they had to use the Kitsune Rush for it, but in terms of how they got in, it works out. But Kufari jumps back with a pulse bomb. Flash delivery. Zera's going to take down 2 in the end. UV can't save himself or the other. Kufa's taken them both down. And, well, we said it was a cheap retake for GeeKay, but it's even cheaper for Team Liquid to get it back. So maybe some behind-the-scenes trading here, insider information. Now double support ult for Team Liquid. Ult advantage as well. Admiral has the beat to match one of them. Maybe gonna have to rely on this EMP, so all eyes on Lethal when where he can get in. Ramon's sneaking through this right-hand side now. I think he's unscouted too. Yeah, he's closed a lot of the space. He's got eyes on the back line. They know where he is now. He's coming through. Wants to force for Suzu first. Kitsune Rush comes out, and GeeKay are going to maybe try and disengage. No, it goes in. EMP is going to be used. Actually catches free. Vega's going to try and get the beat off. Does get it off, but Kufa gets 2 kills before the beat. Admiral's got the later beat. Vega manages to get the beat off eventually, but it's too little too late. They find the kills. Now they're backing it up. And they've got control of a point. Again, they have to play for a late touch. Vega is in position for it. Zera's with him as well. It's going to be hard. Ramon has to back it up. Suzu comes through to save his life. Infected is back on point, nearly at mines. Going to be a full brawl as this as both teams flood back. Both teams high mobility, high speed. Pressure onto Vega and a pulse bomb available for Ramon. Still has a Suzu available for RuPaul. So Ramon has to be patient for this as Team Liquid pivot round onto point. Now the wall comes through, trying to force something out. 1 HP, the downpour finishes the job for Kufa. No chance to use that overclock. And UV's just killed 2. And GeeKay going to take a 2-round lead. An absolute dogfight over on point E. But GeeKay now 1 round away from confirming this series. Sombra swap seems to have helped them over the line. Liquid's going to have DPS ult and the mines available for this next fight. UV's going to have the Kitsune Rush. Clifford's actually trying to hold a little bit forward here. Hold this early space, see if he can catch anyone. Don't know where Lethal is right now, but potential they're setting up a bit of a trap, but they can't find anything. Point still doesn't unlock for 10 seconds, so Clifford's going to keep playing quite far forward. If he can find anyone to fight, he seems keen for it, but Backline's going to try and rotate the other way, so they just try and flip the map, Team Liquid. They try and move quickly, use the space that Kufa's not occupying. Mines onto point, the hack stops for Sam coming through, though. Kitsune rush in response. Pulse bomb from Wimone is good this time. Lands that one on the back, player advantage, and but Mines again, it's just being waited out right now, but the boop is good! Vega sends Lethal into that one, dies just before he gets EMP, and that could swing the fight in their favor. Another mine kill from Infected! It all seems to work out, but Mines on point this time pay dividends for him. The boot from Vega for the first one. The second one, I don't know. Admiral just too fast for his own good. And now, important first fight for Team Liquid, as they are in a situation where they do need to reverse New Junk City. But it literally can happen. We saw it not too long ago. Lethal has
Get
the
a Moira
EMP.
going here.
Would help. Doesn't die. Lethal's going to cloak up. EMP on the right-hand side. Tracer just there. Doesn't go for the solo EMP. Take notes, Wimone. Now, Lethal's going to get found. If only he'd solo EMP that Tracer. Mistake from Lethal in hindsight. They do find a 1-for-1 trade on the flank, but no EMP, so Kitsune rush from RuPaul should help him stabilize for point. Vega has the beat if they need it to as well. They're going to try and extend the fight over. Yuvi's going to get booped off, and yeah, no TP available. Everyone's getting sent off here. It's going to be a quick reset for GeeKay, and they're going to have another chance with this EMP. Beat VB as well, so a big ult trade. Really, the greater pressure is on Vega because of this EMP. Team Liquid are going to try and set up forward and make this touch as difficult as possible. But there's the EMP. Virus around the corner. Vega is low, but he's pocketed through it. Infected is low. He's trying to get a bit back round, but he's just rolling out. Beat push comes through. Admiral just about gets it off. He was so low during that. But the later beat and the tank advantage, it should be enough. Lethal's stuck fighting this Tracer, though. He's traded. They found no kills out of the later beat. Zero's going to disengage. They've given the flip here, Team Liquid. Downpour has been thrown out by Kufa. I don't know where that is or if it has any kills. Doesn't feel like it. Kufa is still in the weeds right now, battling away these players. GeeKay come to support him, but they're flipping the point back in the form of Infected. They run, but Admiral caught in the transition, as is UV. And Team Liquid just more switched on. The point pressure from Infected pulls them out of position, and now they'll get a round back on the board here, Team Liquid. An expensive one as well. EMP beat. Downpour all used in that one from GeeKay. Opportunity now for Team Liquid. Mines available, Pulse Bomb available for Team Liquid. Kitsune Rush get pretty close as well. But UV is dead even with that Kitsune Rush. We've seen Infected use for Mines, but really Kitsune Rush trade, Mines through on the point will be a lot harder for GeeKay. They have swapped onto Winston now as well. Makes a lot of sense with this version of the composition. Pressure is on Infected. It's harder to get the ball value as consistently than it is with the Winston. But Winston's a bit more of a straightforward playstyle in some of these situations. Wimone's already harassing the backline. Pressure onto Vega as well. But Team Liquid, every time they get this pressure from the flank, they just rotate away. The backline's been so active rotating. They drop the Kitsune Rush as well. UV's going to match a little bit later, but the Mind is still available to interrupt that. Zero battling away. Dive onto the backline from Kufa. Boop in from Infected. So Infected will force the jump back from Kufa, but they're trying to force the point off this. Kufa goes in for a little bit more action. Forces him back. They're still trying to clear the point. Pulse Bomb is out. Doesn't find anything. Now pressure onto Tree, who is underneath, but Tree's killed Wimone. He's gone all the way through to the other side with a double slide, and the Mine's on point. Good for free. Everyone just wants to reset, it seems. And it will just be a little bit of progress for GeeKay before it goes back over. The ult advantage converts it for Team Liquid, but does cost them a lot there. Mines, Kitsune, plus the DPS ults through all of that. So just Vega's beat, Admiral not too far behind, and another EMP on the way for Lethal. Slam comes through onto Lethal. They found him. He's going to get picked off early. Trade for Vega, but maybe a net win for Liquid, but that is their beatdown, so not straightforward either. GeeKay are going to try and fight it, I think, because they have that beat. Team Liquid might have to play disengage. Pressure on them as they get zapped away. Tree's going to keep backing it up. And GeeKay are trying to get it without using any of their ults if they can here. Kufa is low, so Admiral decides they need to go for it. Does catch all 5 members. Later beat coming back from Vega, but Zero doesn't get it. Still player advantage as GeeKay try and take a back step. EMP turn onto Tree. It hits him. Admiral confirms the kill, and the EMP will clean up a fight now. Couple of players left. RuPaul's battling away. Lethal can TP away, and the flip is good here. GeeKay back in control, only 1 round away. Primal and Pulse for GeeKay. Kitsune Rush dead even again between RuPaul and UV. Both will be online from this fight. But again, Infected can interrupt it with the Mines. Should put the trade in UV's favor, of course. Primal and Pulse, big ultimates for him. Kufa's going to be forced out of this first corner. We see RuPaul moving up the right-hand side right now, trying to get help Zero. Going to get some of that side space. Infected's going to roll in now. Team Liquid are doing a multi-door retake. Kufa's going to go mark for Sojourn, but Tree's going to pivot back around. Vega is with him. Ramon still has this pulse bomb as well. Onto the backline, forces more pressure. Kufa hasn't popped this primal yet. No Kitsune rush either. It's Team Liquid who have the worst of the health trade as well so far. Primal comes in. Kufa needs to try and find the hands. Doesn't get anything, just backs it up. But it's 90%. Team Liquid need to be quick. But pulse bomb just in the nick of time from Ramon. They have no choice, Team Liquid. They have to go. Series on the line. Kitsune rushing for point. Infected gets the touch from behind. Doesn't have the mines anymore. Kufa through over top. Ramon dies to Vega. Kufa's getting booped all the way around. There's a pulse bomb underneath him. He takes some of the damage. Slam comes through. Zero gets the kill. Kufa's back on the point. Zero is awfully low. He backs up underneath. Zero gets the kill. Infected on top. They're going to fall. They get the flip. Is there a late touch here? I don't think there is, actually. Even with all the speed and mobility in their comp, they're going to have to send this all the way. Yeah, Lethal gets found looking for that touch. Trigger of the overtime, but there's not a follow-up here, so we are going to go to 2-2. And Team Liquid on the verge of reverse sweeping this New Junk City. Match point, round point. The whole series comes down to this. Point B of New Junk City. Beats very close for both Lucios. Tree very close in its overclock as well. Infected's going to be cleared initially. Point still doesn't unlock for 20 seconds though, so Tree's in a bit of trouble here from Ramon, but the cavalry is called and he'll get pocketed through. Now Tree can walk forward, places over witness overclock, but not if RuPaul goes down like that. An early pick is going to concede the first flip here. Team Liquid might just have to reset. Free advantage for GeeKay off the back of this. They get the hack onto the ball and the virus. Won't get the kill, but they force him out at least. First cap goes through. Overclock available for Tree. Can use it to force the beat, but this extra time has allowed Lethal to get the EMP up. Well, at least in 3%. Mines of a point initially. TP away from Lethal. He cloaks up for that one. Is he just going to EMP the ball? Goes for manual hack instead. Tracer pressure on him as well. Lethal's in trouble. He doesn't have TP just yet. The beat comes through from Admiral. Vega goes for the later beat. It's only a two-person beat. Tree gets it only. It's going to be stable for now. EMP onto Tree for solo. EMP needs the kill. Denies the overclock. Fighting the Tracer now as well. Lethal is forced for recall. Plays his own life as well. Lethal's got the kill and got out of there. Misses the virus, but here comes Kufa. Lethal's going to make the play to save the day. And now, great position for GeeKay. It is theirs to lose. 63% and counting. They've got the primal, they've got the pulse bomb, they can fight early. Tree can overclock, but he might have to do it so early just to get the space. And Kufa's going to be all over him with that primal. Infected's hacked out outside as well. He's been forced back. Kufa wants to keep going. He wants the kills right now. Any kills now will be brutal. Suzu, Tree, under pressure, looking for the juggle. Vega's in a lot of it. Any follow-up damage? No, Kufa's gone too deep. No kills. Do they have the touch? They've killed Vega. The touch goes through. Overtime has been triggered. Kufa's got the kill, but he's so far away. He's on 1 HP. They need another touch. Team Liquid. Kitsune rush from main. Can they get it? Recall towards point. Infected's there. Zero's there. Team Liquid are extending this. UV has the Kitsune rush. The overclock is available. Are they just going to play it safe, GeeKay? Play for ult advantage. Lethal dies behind. Oh! Headshot takes down UV. That'll seal the deal. GeeKay will concede the retake. And Team Liquid are not out of it yet, but a big Kitsune rush advantage for UV. Pulse bomb for Zera. Nearly a beat, nearly a mines, but need a bit more. Going to be a fight outside. Pressure onto Admiral early as Infected gets hacked up and cleared. Kufa has to use the bubble. He's booped in a little bit here. Kitsune rush to help Kufa keep pushing right now. They're forced and they lose Lethal in the back as well. Important kill. My stream refreshes for a second. Zera's killed Lethal. They push forward. They're still going forward. UV's found 2 kills. Flash into the future there. And now 2 important kills. Player advantage for GeeKay. It's not over yet. Admiral has beat. Vega died with 92%. Could be a crucial turning point. They don't have the flip yet. Infected has mines on point. This is going to buy a lot of time. They've killed RuPaul. They've got the kills, but they need to clear the mines. Care the boop. Don't get sent into this. Zera comes behind trying to play it. Will be forced for TP at least. They can go. Vega is back and has beat now available. B comes through from Vega. Catches everyone except for RuPaul. Admiral hits 5. Lethal nearly has EMP. Zera's pulse bomb is a miss. They avoid it. Lethal 3% away, 2% away. The finishing touch for flip goes GeeKay's way. Team Liquid, they have to go to point. They have to walk into this EMP. Hits it on the high ground. It hits everyone. 1 kill. Only though. Tree slides through looking for a kill. It's only 1 kill out this EMP. Team Liquid are extending it. Hack onto point. 2-player advantage. They need to give a touch. Infected is is low. It goes through. Kufa's got the primal to finish the job. And GeeKay, an absolute barn burner. But they beat Team Liquid.
Oh,
Absolute cinema.
That's an
that was a
insane.
dogfight.
That's insane.
Objective dogfight.
Wow. And as the desk, I must say your casting there was incredible, Commander.
Yeah. Agreed.
kept
As
going.
a desk, I agree, mate.
Thanks to the desk.
Don't even analyze the game.
It's true, you catch it all. Everything that happens, you catch it, mate. I wouldn't say anything else apart from that because I'm kind of keep this a PG-friendly desk, okay? So no comparisons will be made, okay? No matter how much you try to bring it up, okay?
Honestly, I'm not bringing it up.
Stop bringing it up, okay?
Yeah, we can do a points check as well for the number heads in the chat. I'll cash for Preds as well. Props to anyone who got all nose predictions right, because that was an up and down series.
Oh, Cuffer, what a game.
Has he got player of the match?
It
Just
has to be UV. There's literally no way
I
you.
think
If
Comfort
UV,
deserves it.
no, UV was UV, you know?
Comfort just seems so fucking good on every hero.
Yeah, I agree, to be honest.
But yeah,
It's
UV
the
also
system,
very...
it elevates you. You go to GeeKay, you get elevated. You leave, go to Liquid, you get de-elevated. Delevated.
This is why you don't chase money, guys, okay? Am I right, Chris?
Yeah.
This is why you don't take money over friends.
Yeah, listen, I'm not chasing money, okay?
I mean, you were at the start of the year.
Trust me.
If
But
anything, you're actually chasing money even more than you were before in some ways, Chris.
Yeah, I am chasing money.
Amazing point brought up by the desk here from my side.
Ooh. Finally, someone's asking for real questions. Anyone else hear GeeKay and think of German doner kebab?
No, not one.
It's like a. I don't know if it's another country. There's a restaurant chain in the UK, and that's like. Is it? Yeah, GTK.
It is. Yeah, it is German doner kebab, but I've never heard it. You know, why would you go to a chain for kebab anyway? I feel like you're already inting at that stage.
Yeah,
no?
you just go to your local one.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. I'm saying for player of the match, then I'm going to bed as the desk.
Yeah, but this no Freya, it's bothering me in this region. It's really bothering me.
Listen, mate, don't let this region get you down. They don't know what they're talking about, okay?
How does it go? You said,
Freya's...
how does it go when
Danny
you
and
scrim
Hunter are the
Freya?
coaches, you know?
Oh, okay, well, then that explains a lot.
Now for an interview, so let's bring UV
Someone
in.
asked, are you on good terms with your
First of
local
all,
boss man?
congrats
I'm on
the
unbelievable
dub. What a
terms. They
nail
wave to me
biter.
every time I
What a
go
series
past,
that
and ironically,
was.
I
So
phone them
I don't
up
wanna
and they
keep
say,
it
oh
too
hey
long,
Chris,
but
like they have my name. I phone them up and they
chat
just say,
about
oh
that
hello
Life
Chris.
Weaver. Clearly
It's
you guys making a very
outrageous how
strong
well
usage
I get
case
on with
for
my
that
local
Life
band.
Weaver.
I'm like
Initially
their
we
number
thought
one
last week
customer.
that you guys were just trolling because then it was like a Life Weaver backline against.
I get along well with
what
my
was played
local
on the other side,
Indian.
Moira or something.
I
so
always
we're
order
like,
the
okay,
butter
that's-
chicken.
That's not
He
real.
always knows what I
But you
want.
busted it out on
We
several
get along
occasions
well, we talk about
this
life a
week.
little.
When did you
And
guys
then I
start
take my order
to
and
implement Life Weaver
go
in your
scrim.
compositions, and what's your usage case for it?
Oh wait, let's hear from you, V.
I've always like wanted to play a lot of BAP. I played a lot of BAP back in Contenders, like back in the day when he was like still like a common hero in the meta. But he's kind of fallen off since then. But I think I was like really good at BAP, and then after like the patch where Weaver got buffed lately, our coach was like, I think BAP Weaver can be really good, and we're like, okay, let's try it. And Admiral turns out to be really good at Weaver, and I'm just like shooting everyone and killing everyone on DPS while he's saving us all. So
yeah, you guys
good.
caused so much trouble for them. Like it was very. We almost expected a ban in that direction to kind of shut it down.
Yeah, we protected the support. So on Circuit we banned the Kiri, and then on King's Road banned the Lucio, and didn't really have an answer for it.
Right.
I think it's hard too because
There's
like
gotta
nobody
be-
else plays it as well as we do. So like I think some teams have tried, but like all of your players need to be like full like just walking in there and like trust that your Weaver's gonna pull you out, that your bat's
He's
gonna land
talking
you.
about
Like,
TU here, Chris.
it's definitely a hard comp to pilot, but I think we
He's
do it
probably not mad.
Yeah, you do it phenomenally. We were chatting about that during the game as well. Like,
Hard comp to
if
pilot.
a team wants to be okay, we're facing
Of course,
GeeKay.
the
We
desk
know
brought
we're
that up
playing against
earlier.
Lifeweaver. No other team in a scrim is going to be able to replicate it the way you guys do, which is pretty damn scary. Your schedule is looking pretty okay, like Dilducks and then Extinction. That game against Nightmare, how are you guys feeling about that? Because realistically, you could go for a perfect stage here. Not necessarily on maps, but a complete perfect stage, like 7-0, whatever it is. How do you feel about the Nightmare game?
So last stage we went well without Will with Zira, of course. We went 6-1 and only losing the SSG, but this time we beat both partner teams, and now I think Nightmare after like the Fenners, and I think it'll be a pretty easy 7-0 stage for us. Both partner teams down already.
Easy
I'm looking
7-0
forward to
stage.
it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that matchup against Nightmare. Look, last stage, I think we talked a lot about your Ana play. You know, it was fantastic with the way you were rotating, you know, setting you up for some beautiful biotic grenades. I feel like in this series towards the end, though, you kind of got bloodthirsty with the Kiriko there as well. Is that something that's encouraged in your team as well, or do you just like to go aggressive at times and frag out in the enemy backline?
I think I just know when the good timings are to do that. I think compared to some players, I'm a little bit more passive, but I know when like it's the timing where I need to find a kill.
And those kills you did find, and that's one of the many reasons why you got yourselves the player of the match honors for this one. So congratulations on that. Standout performances, of course, across the board. So please hand over our
There's
congratulations.
just no way we're not
to the
desk
team.
gapping.
We can't wait
Like,
to see more of
honestly,
you in the
like,
boys.
can we just
Thank you so much
come
for
and
joining
listen
us
to
for a
those
quick
questions?
chat.
We desk gap
Of course, thank you very
so
much.
hard today.
Yeah.
I mean, we would be asking the real questions.
We would be. We'd be
Yeah.
keeping it real, you know? Not
Yeah.
about like setting up the biotic nades and getting bloodthirsty. We'd be keeping it real, you know?
Exactly, like the,
Getting nissy
the
and getting
important
aggressive.
question.
We would be.
Type 1 if Psycho and Chris are the better risk. Yeah, type
Real.
1 everyone.
I'm typing 1.
I'm typing 1 out of respect.
There's no way that's not a 1.
I missed map 5. How close was it? Honestly, one of the closest maps you would have ever seen.
Almost
Could be closer.
be closer.
He's so ass at coaching, he's already looking for a casting job.
He's talking about me?
This could
That's
be
the
about.
pinned message in the chat. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have read that out loud, Chris.
That's fine. I was on the desk. I'm not looking to be a caster.
Oh,
It's
okay.
actually, oh fuck! It's aimed at me. Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Oh.
wait.
I swear I made
Oh.
it very clear I was on the desk today. There's no way you missed it.
It would be really hard to misinterpret who was and wasn't on the desk during this broadcast. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a drink and pull myself together after that ego check. You guys are in
I'm
charge.
gonna go to bed.
Yeah, the
pull
desk is
myself
going
off.
to
Okay.
bed.
This is going to bed. Alright.
Not together,
Well,
though.
I'm pretty confident
Alright.
Extinction and Nightmare can follow that up, you know, pretty blow
Yeah,
for
for
so
sure.
I wouldn't. Alright. Appreciate it, both
Alright,
boys.
good night.
Good night.
Desk out.
Bye bye, let's go.
Alright, let me grab a drink and then we can get ready for this next series, alright? Give me 2 seconds. back. All right. Let's do all the admin.